Okay, hi nerds. This is me actually making a video. I'm sorry about not making a video last week, and then the week before that not having sound. I did upload the video without sound multiple times trying to get it to work. But it just didn't. I'm sorry if I jostle the camera a lot. I have a cast on my arm, which is a big reason as to why I didn't make a video last Wednesday, on top of rushing around trying to fix things for my midterm, which ended up not going well because I couldn't write it, because I have a cast on my arm. So I wasn't actually able to complete about 60% of the test. So I ended up failing it. But I talked to my tutorial instructor, and she said that it wasn't fair because the people who organized me to get a laptop for my exam instead of writing it on paper, because I told them, hey, I can type, go me, didn't have any of the symbols that we needed for the class. We have to do equations and calculations and stuff, kind of like math, but not really. It's a logic course. And half of the test was showing your work and doing these things called truth tables, which you can't actually organize really well on a computer without the symbols that you need. So, yeah. They are trying to figure out a way for me to either rewrite the test or allocate the percentages elsewhere, but that's really up in the air, and I was super stressed out last Wednesday. And I'm super stressed out right now, because I have never failed anything in my life. And it sounded more pretentious than I wanted it to sound. But normally I put in a lot of effort, at least in university, because I'm paying out the nose for university, so failing something is basically me throwing money away, and I don't like to do that, so I'm pretty upset at the moment, and I haven't been able to clean my room. For those of you who have been keeping up with my resolution, it's back to basically the state it was in before I had my resolution, because I haven't been able to pick anything up or clean anything because of this thing. It's been so, I haven't been able to do dishes properly, just, my arm gets tired really easily, which is why, I'm sorry if the camera angle is horrible. I'm kind of holding this with both my hands and resting them on my knees, because I pinched a nerve, and that affects my whole shoulder and my elbow and my wrist, but it was especially bad on my wrist. I couldn't actually move my wrist, and we even thought it might be dislocated when I first got to the hospital, so, yeah, it's... Last 2 weeks have been kind of rough, and I have a write-up that I have to do by Friday, and I have just a lot on my plate at the moment, so it's really stressful. But something that I wanted to add was one of the challenges from a while ago was to beat a high score in a video game, and I finally beat Risk of Rain, which was also the game that I was going to review for, hey, a game that you have never played before, but I don't want to do that here, because I'm so tired. I'm kind of so done with this week already, and it's only Wednesday, so, yeah. Other than that, Eric told us to show a stuffy that's a childhood stuffy, and I can't, because all my childhood stuffies are in Victoria, but I can describe my childhood stuffies. My childhood best friend stuffy was a puppet of, like, this little black and white kitten that I so originally named Kitty. And my mom put it through the dryer one day, and the fur got all matted, and I loved it anyways. And then another one was a little white dog named Snowy, again, super original name, that I accidentally lost one time when we stayed in a cabin in the summer, so it's gone for good. But Kitty is packed somewhere with all of my, like, super attached to childhood toys somewhere in the cupboard under our stairs in Victoria, so yeah. And in terms of my favorite album, that's super hard. Yeah, I really can't tell you what my favorite album is. It's hard for me to even pick a favorite artist. Probably one of the albums that I've been going back to a lot recently has been Hydra by Within Temptation, mostly because dark music is really good for writing my book. Yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, and also my friend's band Chilled Clarity came out with an album called The Six Pack, and I got the first copy ever sold, so I guess that's kind of a sentimental value thing. Like, I had all the bandmates sign it and everything, and it says first album ever sold, and with like 5 different exclamation points. It's around here somewhere, but I don't want to drag it out at the moment. And okay, probably my favorite album at the moment isn't really an album, it's a mixtape. It's sitting over there. This fucking thing right here. And it's called Our Awesome Mix. And it was a Christmas gift from Zach, because he is corny as hell. And I love it. And I listen to it basically constantly. So yeah, I guess if I'm being really truthful, my favorite album is Our Awesome Mix. Collected by Zachary Taylor. So, yeah. Other than that, I don't have any challenges or questions at the moment for you guys. I know everyone seems to be super busy at the moment. I know everybody with school has midterms. Just try not to stress out, try not to explode, try not to give up, work through it, take some breaks, have a good time, and hopefully by next Wednesday, you'll be doing awesome. So yeah, if you're having trouble making videos this week, nameless nerds, don't worry about it. I know school and work and all that comes first. So if you make it, props to you. I will see you next Wednesday.